Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. We're looking at Ephesians 1 through 3. You know, when I read these verses, one of the things that comes to my mind is a series of messages that Dr. Ron Hawkins from Liberty University preached on Sunday nights at Rainbow Forest Baptist Church for us years ago. As he preached from the book of Ecclesiastes, his main point was, we live in a profoundly fallen world and we're profoundly fallen creatures. We're profoundly fallen creatures living in a profoundly fallen world. My friend, that's the condition of the world today. People wonder why all the violence, why all the discord, why all the division, why all the hatred. My friend, it's because they don't have Jesus Christ. And the answer to these issues is not getting a better education, quit listening to the social media and all those things. That might help a little, but the real answer is getting a new heart. We were dead in trespasses and sin, Paul says, and you he made alive. Those who were dead in their trespasses and sins, God made alive through the blood and power and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And then he goes on to describe the condition of the sinner in which you once walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now works in the sons of disobedience. This is the way the Ephesians lived. This is the way sinners lived before salvation. And then verse 3, among whom also we all once conducted ourselves in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature children of wrath, just as others. As you read these verses, we have found that the sinner is dead. He's dead in his trespasses and sin. He is, as we have already said, disobedience. He's a son of disobedience. Now we find he's also depraved. And what we mean by depraved is that he's living to please the desires of the flesh and the wishes of the mind. His actions are sinful because his appetites are sinful. When you apply the word depraved to the unsaved person, you're not saying that he only does evil or that he is incapable of doing good. You're simply saying he's incapable of doing anything to merit salvation or meet the high standards of God's holiness. Jesus said that sinners, lost sinners, can be good to each other. Luke chapter 6 verse 33. They can be good to their children. Luke 11 verse 13. But they cannot do anything good to spiritually please God. My friend, that's the problem, and we are living according to the desires of the flesh. Romans chapter 1 goes through the steps of this depraved heart and mind and what it leads to. In Romans chapter 8, I believe Paul says it so well. He says, for those who live according to the flesh set their minds on the things of the flesh, and those things, and they live according to those who live according to the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally or fleshly minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. In other words, you live after the flesh, you're following that which leads always to death. It's the broad path that leads to death. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, it's not subject to the law of God, nor indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. You can't say it any more plainly than that. But not only is he depraved, the lost sinner is doomed. Did you hear that what Paul said here? They were by nature children of wrath, just as others. Children of wrath, children of disobedience. We're condemned already. John chapter 3 makes it really clear. Right after the statement is made, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever would believe in him would not perish, but have everlasting life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. But listen to verse 18. He who believes in him is not condemned, but he who does not believe is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. And this is the condemnation, that light has come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds are evil. For everyone practicing evil hates the light, and does not come to the light, lest his deeds should be exposed. But he who does the truth comes to the truth. It comes to the light, that his deeds may be clearly seen, that they have been done in God. Oh, what powerful verses to think about. And my friend, that's what's going on in America today. Haters of the light, not haters of people as much as haters of God, haters of the light only because they've never come to the light through Jesus Christ. Let's pray for that revival to take place in their hearts. God bless you, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.